Alrighty, today's Monday. Um, I ain't done a update in a while, and I'm not going to do a full update. I'm just going to do the garden. Trying to get rid of some of this amaranth before it goes to seed in my garden.
Bye bye.
Stuff grows like weeds the way it is. But anyways, it's getting pretty late in the year. It's mid-September ish. All the beets are gone. Nothing in there but weeds now.
Flowers.
Was the flower, now there's nothing. Most of the pumpkins are gone. There's some broccoli plants still going. All the plants are still in. I never took any of those plants out, but there's some pretty good size bean pods. Probably let them go till they probably let a lot of these go to seed. I ain't worried too much about them. They can dry out right there where they're at. These, you want to make sure you pull all those out and never let them go to seed.
Them ground cherries.
Ground cherries. You'll never get rid of those things if you don't get rid of them.
All year I was pulling them out the beet bed.
I pulled a pile of them out of there.
Man.
But the peppers are still doing pretty well. They're about another week or so. We're going to not yank them out, but we're going to strip them clean. Probably next week. The tomatoes, I'm probably going to go through here shortly and cut the tops out of all the tomatoes. Just let ripen what's on. Not let anything else go. There's a few more pumpkins. Right there's one.
I didn't even see that one.
There's another one over that way too. You can't see it from this side. But I have no idea how that got there. There's 2 or 3 of these petunias in the garden, and I have no idea how they got there. But that's
and
pretty cool.
they wasn't there until like I don't know, a month ago.
Probably a month ago. It's the first I noticed them.
And then it starts blooming.
And we also have some celosias growing in here too.
And they just started coming.
Yeah, there's several of those. But that's cool. I ain't worried too much about it. And the broccolis are actually doing pretty well. Nice fresh broccoli. Yum yum. For the most part, the tomatoes are pretty well done. Like I said, I'm going to go through and cut the tops out of the cherry tomatoes here in a little bit. As soon as I have a snack.
And he doesn't share.
Would you like a bite?
Too late.
Well,
there's
maybe.
Another one.
There's a couple I've seen.
Yeah. I'll come through tomorrow when he's not here.
Kind of bitter, actually. Small one.
Nice one.
Yeah. The bugs, I don't know what kind of bugs we had this year, but they were bad on the beans.
Oh my gosh.
That bed there's done too. I need to go through and get the weeds out of it and put the compost down.
Look at this head.
Oh, I know. I've seen it. That's pretty big.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be saving that one. Oh, actually, I'm probably going to save most all of them. Need to let them dry out. There's a big one of these over here I want to get.
You're actually going to take it up now?
I don't know if I'm going to take it up yet or not. I just want to make sure it's still okay. The pumpkin is still growing good, actually.
Yeah, it is.
And I'll probably let it on there.
Oh my gosh.
I want the seeds out of that because this right here is the best zucchini plant we've ever grown.
I don't know if you can see that as good as I can, but geez.
Well, if I put my hand over it, you can see how big it is. It won't be no good for nothing but seeds, which is fine. You can probably ground it up and make fritters or something out of it.
That thing was huge. And there he goes hiding again. Look at these beautiful Orange.
There's no more on it.
Mexican sunflowers.
They are beautiful.
Man.
They're going to seed though, pretty hateful too, which is fine.
Yeah,
They
but there's
can.
a lot that's still just coming on.
Oh yeah, there is.
Man,
There is.
I wish
Yep.
they smelled.
Don't they?
No, not really.
Interesting.
Beautiful color.
Oh yeah. So I'm probably gonna get through this evening and try to clean this out a little bit. I don't know if I probably will. Not the flowers so much, but a lot of the tomatoes and a lot of the weeds, all this mess. Probably clean some of this up. The sweet potatoes are going crazy.
Finally.
They're clear up here in the walkway.
Wow.
Up they ain't rooting in the walkway. That one is. I don't want to dig up my walkways. And they will root wherever they lay. One nice thing about sweet potatoes is the greens are edible too. No dirt. You can cook them up like spinach or eat them raw like that.
What flavor is there?
Sweet potato.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one bite.
Oh, you share that?
Oh yeah, I'll share it.
Okay. Oh, I get a tiny bite.
There's plenty here. She chose to have a tiny bite. They're not bad.
Not bad.
Corn's pretty well.
no.
This corn right here, we'll probably be picking it probably in a week or so. If the weather holds up, hopefully we don't get really cold weather. I could probably get some off these ears right now. I don't know, it's not quite, that's pretty filled out. Most of these are done. These need cut out. And to cut them out, I'll just probably just chop them off. Need to sharpen my machete. So I do. I don't know, she said something about taking some of these, maybe bundle them together for decorations or something. I'm not so sure. I really care a whole lot about that, but maybe. Somebody asked about coming down and cutting some. 2-for-1 sale. But anyways, I ain't did an update for a while, and this jungle, if you look back through there, looks pretty cool.
Yeah. The walkway gets
Lower and
smaller.
lower all the time, yeah. Yepper, it does.
And away he goes.
There's actually still some corn on. I could probably get some corn off these. Some of them. Probably. I don't know if these here is probably not going to amount to nothing. They're starting to die back and they ain't got ears on them yet, some of them. They will. We'll have that, I guess. There's some stuff down below I want to show you. I just goofing around right here, showing you all this stuff, but there is something down below the garden I would like to show. But I ain't done an update for a while, and it's definitely turned into a weed fest. Drive me insane. What I'll probably do is take the fence down in a week or so when I know this is done or not going to do anything, and I'll just bring the mower in here and I'll mow this corn area with the mower and make a major mess. But I'll have all kinds of stuff in the chicken area, compost. But I do want to show you down here. But the peppers are doing good still. They're still thriving. Actually, that's about the only thing.
All the peppers. That's
about the only thing. And the tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, are still doing good. That's about really all that we have that is doing really good. Is the peppers and tomatoes. Most of the stuff up above we already got rid of. Most everything. But these marigolds really like the cool weather. Look how pretty them are.
Oh yeah.
We may save some of them seeds. Them some pretty marigolds. And to save marigold seeds, all you can do is find you a dead head. They're pretty wet actually, but right there, all those are marigold seeds. Each and every one of those is a seed. And we live here, where we live here, it's too cold. They ain't gonna do nothing if you let them outside. We'll probably save some of these for next year. I like those. Probably those right there is probably my favorite. That burnt orange look, they're really nice. I did get all of that done. All of the where the garlic's going to go here in about another month and a half or so. It's all done. I put hay down in that rest of that bed. I didn't put no cover crop seeds in it, but put hay down in it. There was a deer coming down here, and or rabbits, I'm not sure which. And they was busting up. Well, the deer would have been busting the squash, but the rabbits gnaw at it like this right here. With that pumpkin where the rabbit or groundhog or something gnaws at it. I don't know what for sure did it.
Yep.
Good winter pumpkin. We have a really nice, or had anyway, watermelon. It's still there. Something gnawed at it a little bit to begin with, but it's not anymore. That and they're rotted off. Get rid of it while the getting's good. That never got rotted.
Oh no.
No big deal. If we get one, I'll be happy. That one we got on there is really big. Does have a few gnaw marks, but all in all, it's good shape. This, I'll just throw it down the field.
And away it went.
Pure nastiness.
Let's see. Did they? They gnawed on.
They gnaw on them all the time.
Getting big.
Looking good though. Nice spaghetti squash. They ate that one pretty much gone.
Oh man. Yep.
It's probably a rabbit, I'd guess. Maybe a groundhog. I don't know for sure.
How about butternuts?
Yep. Got another spaghetti that's eat up, and one beside it's good.
For now.
Butternuts, so far so good. And there is a bunch of them on too.
One up there, the whole top's off.
Yeah, well, it's not even attached to the plant anymore.
Huh?
But I wanted to show you this, especially that watermelon. There's a lot of spaghetti squashes in there too. They'll be ready in a week or two if we don't get any frost between now and then.
These plants down here took forever.
They did.
To finally come around.
But the soil down here ain't taken care of either.
Oh no, that
and
was
they're
a
outside
pile.
the fence too, you know.
That
Stuff
was
eats at them.
Just a pile of dirt.
That's all it was. Yepper. Garden itself's looking good. I need to go up here where my compost was. If you guys didn't see that video, I'll put a link to it below if I don't forget. There's tomatoes growing. There's my compost. When I put my fence up, I put that, flip my compost pile, but I don't know if there's anything, I ain't sure there's anything even growing on this.
Just the plant?
It's just a plant. There ain't no maters at all on there. I don't think there is on this one either. Well, this one here actually has flowers on it. I think it's you, Joe.
Oh yeah, there's
tomatoes
on it.
There. Yeah, there is. Huh?
Jeez,
I'll probably let them for a while.
That is huge.
I guarantee you it's huge. It's kind of a walk around and do nothing video. Sorry about that. If you didn't like it, that's fine. Just let me know. Dill's looking pretty nice too, actually.
Yeah.
Didn't show you that when we was in there, but we'll be saving some of them. Some of those bean seeds we'll be saving. Beans for seeds, I should say. They're blue legs, I think is what those were, the pole beans. When they dry out. I need to go through and clean some of this mess up. But the other garden's actually coming along pretty good. We'll walk up there and show you it quick too. Where the chickens were, I put a cover crop in. It's actually looking pretty good. That's Sudan grass for the most part. I threw Sudan grass and grass seeds out. That's all I put in. But it's doing all right. There's a bunch of tomatoes growing in there too, I noticed the other day. But this garden here is pretty much done. This kale and Swiss chard still good. There's a bunch of onions in there with them beans. The beans need taken care of. This is Sudan grass as well. It's growing pretty well. That's just a cover crop. These 3 beds here, I put compost in. I put, excuse me, I'll just put that down. We need to put some wood chips in the walkway to get ready for winter. So I'll put, before winter comes, I'll put compost in all the beds. I got them 2 short beds and them 3 long beds left to do, but there's still stuff in them. So I'm not going to worry too much about them at this point. And I'll put wood chips in each walkway, and then I'll put a tarp over top of it for the winter. That's how I do mine. Last year I put cover crop seeds in, and they did all right. I mean, cover crops did good, but it was harder in the spring to get ready to plant with cover crops in than it is with just tarp over top of it. Tarp over top of it for here, anyways. It warms the soil, keeps it drier. You can get in there and plant way earlier with cover crop seeds or with tarp on than you can seeds or cover crops in it. The lettuce is actually cooling off. It may take off again. It actually looks really good. It was starting to go to seed, but it's been in the 40s last, I don't know, why week in the evenings. So it actually looks like it's starting to take off again. It looks better than it has in a while. That's our second crop of lettuce. Next year we're going to probably put in, probably every 3 or 4 weeks I'll be planting lettuce next year. I'm thinking. But everything looks good. The sunflowers are done, all but the Mexican sunflowers, they're still looking really good. And if you didn't notice up there, the big sunflowers, they are
They're in full bloom.
Pardon?
They're in full bloom.
Yeah, pretty much are. Pretty much are.
Yep. They don't get the big sunflowers, but they get these daisy-looking sunflowers.
Yeah, little daisy-looking head on.
And then you will chop them down and have sunchokes.
Yep, chop them down, dig them up. Eat sunchokes all year long, all winter. And replant. I'll probably plant a bunch down the property line on that side of our property line, on the north side of the property across the road in the field. I'll probably put a row up the whole way down through there, about every foot or so. But anyways, I got stuff to do. She got stuff to do. Anybody got any questions, comments, whatever, like it, share it. Thanks for watching. Till we meet again. Take care and God bless.